let's say you have a 1 million peso sa bank, no? If let's say the average inflation is 5%, then technically you're losing 50% every year. Ganun kalaki nawawala sa iyo.
Tapos yung 1,000 pesos mo, yun lang yung kinita ng pera mo. So, doon ko na-realize na if you don't invest, I'm falling behind.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Smart Trade Talks. I'm Gab, and for today's episode, we're going to dive into a topic na sobrang relevant sa mga Filipino, which is yung inflation. Alam niyo ba na inflation silently eats away your savings? And kung meron kang 1,000 pesos few years ago, if you can buy a lot of things, once the inflation kicks in, onti na lang mabibili mo. But the bigger question is, if inflation is always there, paano natin mapoprotektahan yung ating money and savings? To unpack this question, I'm joined by a very special guest, a learner, a trader, and an advocate for women in finance. So let's all welcome Miss Andrea.
Hi Gab, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to share kasi ako mismo, I learned the hard way about inflation. Before, akala ko okay na just to keep my money in the bank. Pero when I realized na prices go up every year, so parang nababawasan yung value ng savings ko.
Yes, exactly. No? Kasi if i-define natin yung inflation, it is basically the rise of goods and services. Now, if let's say you have a 1 million peso sa bank, no? If let's say the average inflation is 5%, then technically you're losing 50% every year. Ganun kalaki nawawala sa iyo. Especially if hindi mo in-invest yung money mo and then nasa bank lang siya.
Yes, and most banks give 0.10 to 0.25% interest lang. So imagine, you lose 50,000 pesos sa inflation. Tapos yung 1,000 pesos mo, yun lang yung kinita ng pera mo. So doon ko na-realize na if you don't invest, I'm falling behind.
Yes, Andrea, no, na-mention mo na 0.10 and 0.25% yung usual na nakakuha ng mga may savings sa banks, no? And one of the main reasons kung bakit may savings yung mga Filipinos is dun sa tinatawag nilang emergency funds. Alam niyo ba na saving alone is not enough? Ang purpose ng emergency funds is kaya siya nakalagay dun, they will pull it out when needed. And kadalasan, it usually takes 6 months or 1 year na nandun lang yung pera. Beyond that time frame, hindi na siya maganda, no? Kasi dapat, if you have that money, kailangan mo siyang paikutin, no? So sa savings, may tinatawag na growth vehicle. So meaning, if you have a money that's been there for beyond 1 year, inflation will silently eats that. So that is why kailangan paikutin yung money nyo sa banks, especially kung tumagal siya for that time frame.
Exactly. For me, investing and learning trading become an eye-opener. Dati, I was scared. Pero when I started learning, nakikita ko how my money could actually grow, hindi lang natutulog sa bank.
You know, Andrea, na-mention mo kanina yung term na let your money work for you. So, sobrang agree ko dun sa part na yun, no? Kasi if hindi nila na-adapt yung ganong principle, well, basically, inflation will eat their money. So, doon naman tayo sa usapang trading, no? Since na pag-usapan na natin yung inflation overall, for aspiring Filipino traders, it's very crucial for everyone to understand kung ano yung mga account types na gagamitin nila, no, once na nag-start sila mag-trade. So, ikaw ba, kamusta yung trades mo recently?
Ayun, recently I'm earning pretty decent profits. Ayun, and I'm using this type of account which they called ECN account. So, ayun, tama ka kasi hindi lahat ng account ay pare-pareho and maraming serious traders, they really prefer ECN accounts kasi it gives them a real edge sa market.
And Andrea, na-mention mo, no, na ang gamit mo is ECN account. So, no wonder kung bakit yung trades mo recently is sobrang decent, no, like sinabi mo kanina. Now, for our listeners, just to give you an idea, yung ECN account is one of the best account types that you can open if you're going to trade sa some broker. And usual niyan, standard accounts, and then they can upgrade depending sa choice nila. No? But yung pinaka-the best account is yung ECN. So just to give you an idea kung ano meron sa ECN, number one, ECN account types, they have tighter spreads comparing to other account types. So ang usual sa standard accounts, ang spread doon is ranging from 1.8 to 2.0 points or pips. But sa ECN account types, it starts around 0.8. Kaya ang tawag sa ECN account types usually raw spreads eh. As in zero talaga nagsisimula.
Yes.
And since zero yung spreads, sobrang bilis nung trade execution sa ECN account mo. And then lastly, sa mga traders na gumagamit ng bots or they call it EAs or expert advisors, or basically if you have an indicator that is good for for scalping, then sobrang best yung ECN account type since sobrang bilis na executions. So kung halimbawa if na-program mo yung EA or yung bot mo sa platform, it will trade on your behalf and sobrang bilis ng magiging execution sa platform mo, no? If you're using an ECN account type.
Ang maganda pa dito, usually sobrang taas ng minimum para makapag-ECN account ka. Minsan umaabot ng $8,000, pero through her trade campaign, trading for her, women traders can already start with only $500. Diba? Ang liit lang. Ang laking tulong nito para sa mga gustong mag-level up sa trading journey nila.
Okay, Miss Andrea, no, na-mention mo na meron kang campaign na sinalihan which is yung her trade. If trader ka na gusto mag-create ng ECN account type, alam mo ba na ang required deposit doon is at least ranging to 10K or sabihin natin $8,000, no? Ganun kalaki kasi sa ECN sobrang baba ng spreads and medyo malaki talaga yung required amount for you to deposit, no? But you know, sa na-mention mo sa her trade, at least $500 they can start sa campaign na yan.
Yes.
So $500 and then ECN account type, sobrang game changer nun, no? Ano pa yung pwedeng details na pwede niyo sabihin about it?
Yes, that's why I joined kasi ang daming babae like me who wants to learn but feel intimidated. Alam mo yun? So yung her trade campaign gave me the space to ask questions, learn, and have the ability to understand the tools and risks na associated dito sa campaign na to kasi mas empowered ka talaga kapag you have this type of account.
So to our listeners, inflation will always be there. But the question is, are you going to let it eat your money or be smarter about it?
So start small, keep learning, and take action. Kasi financial literacy is the foundation. Once you have it, mas nagiging madali gumawa ng smarter decisions and at the same time, mas empowered ka to build a better financial future. Tama? Right?
Tama. Perfectly said, Miss Andrea, and thank you for sharing your story. And to everyone tuning in, please don't forget to follow Smart Trade Talks for more conversations on trading, investing, and financial literacy. Until next time, and remember, trade smart with Smart Trade.